gonna be checking out the brand new Anubis pet on Raise Animals. Let's get right into this. So this pet is actually this exclusive right here that we can only get from the Oasis shop, and it costs a crazy 60,000 water droplets. That is insane. So let's go and buy that. And to get this video out as quickly as possible, I actually had to buy 60 of these packs right here. That is the most I ever spent, because usually these pets only cost like 20,000, but a whole 60,000 for this guy is crazy, and he better be worth it. So I'm not sure if it's a guaranteed chance if he's in the shop, but he was likely there for us. We are also able to get the bone fence, which costs 20,000, so I'm definitely not doing that right now. Anyway, let's head back over to our plot and let's go and pick up one of our phoenixes, and let's place this guy down. So let's place him down right there, and there he is right in the middle. He better give us a bunch of money, and he only gives us $150. What? That is the lowest paying exclusive in the game. I think that's lower than every exclusive, every shiny, every rainbow, and every single mythical, because 150 is terrible. But anyway, his ability must be good, because if it's not, then that means I just wasted 6,000 Robux. So he has 3 hearts, he goes 17 to 19 speed, and his special ability is Soul Tempest. So he can devour an animal every 2 seconds on crash. So each devoured animal summons a desert storm that slows and inflicts fear like a pharaoh eagle. Anubis and its rider are briefly protected from crash damage after a devour. So it sounds decent. To be honest, it doesn't sound that good. Well, let's just hope he is. And he only goes 17 speed. That is crazy slow. I think that's about the same speed as the Mosasaurus. And look at this guy. So this is the fastest he can go right here, which I mean, he is slightly faster than the giraffe. So I mean, that's pretty good, but we need to devour animals. So let's try devouring this guy right here, because the giraffe is the only thing we can catch up to. And there we go, there's the desert storm. So inflicts fear on that guy all the way over there, and that was pretty much it. Here, let's try that again. So let's eat another giraffe, and there we go, a giant sandstorm. It inflicts fear and slowness, but I don't think that really does much for us. I'm not really sure what fear does, because the T-Rex has the same thing, but whenever an animal fears the T-Rex, that allows us to eat them. So I'm not really sure what the fear is gonna do for us right now, because it's not gonna allow us to eat them. So I have no idea what that's gonna do. But anyway, let's try to do it again, and I have no idea what that is beyond me. But I mean, devouring animals is pretty hard just because of how slow we go. I'll try talking to the developers and seeing if they can make this guy faster, because he's just so slow that I'm not even sure how he's supposed to be good. Like, I'm doing my best to devour any animal, and here we actually have to stand in front of this guy. Well, actually, if we do that, we're probably getting crashed into this, but we're just going so slow that in order to devour any animal, I think they'll have to crash into us, because there's just no way we're gonna be able to catch up to them. So here we go, we have a camel catching up to us. Hopefully he can run into us in a few seconds just so we can devour him. And there we go, we devoured him, and that did pretty much nothing for us. And oh, I forgot, we have a 2-second cooldown, so we just took a bunch of damage. So this animal is feared. No idea what that does. If you know what that does, please let me know. But anyway, I think it also said we gain like brief immunity after eating an animal. So let's see if we can try that out. So we need to eat an animal, and then let's try running into something, and let's see if that makes us immune. And here we go, let's run into this turtle because he's actually catching up to us, and let's try it out. And no, that did nothing for us. And I mean, we can devour this elephant, and so far this guy was not worth the 60,000 water, because 60,000 water droplets is either super expensive or it's gonna take you super long to get, and 60,000 water for this guy is terrible. I mean, he looks super awesome, but his ability is terrible. Maybe I'm just missing something, because whenever I was reviewing the Mosasaurus, I missed its ability that allows it to go like infinite speed. So maybe I'm just missing something here. But anyway, let's see if we can crash into this and then crash into this rock. And no, that did nothing for us. So it said we gained brief immunity, but I don't even think that's the case. So there we go, let's run into that. And oh, well, I guess, well, I thought we had brief immunity there for a second, but I don't even know. And maybe I'm just missing something. So let's read this guy's ability again. So he can devour animals every 2 seconds. Each devoured animal summons a sandstorm that slows and inflicts fear on them, and Anubis and his rider are briefly protected from crash damage after a devour. So briefly as in like half a second, I think, but that's not even gonna be useful at all. Anyway, let's go and check out this one, because this is what's referencing, and it doesn't say anything about what fear does, because if you take a look at the T-Rex T-Rex right here inflicts fear, and for every animal that's feared, the T-Rex gains a short speed boost. So I see how the fear works for the T-Rex, but I'm not sure how it works for this guy because we don't gain any speed boost by animals being feared. But if I'm missing something, let me know in the comment section. So let's try to give it another shot. I mean, I think I could see this animal being decent, not good, but decent if they double his speed, because at the moment we can only crash into things that run up behind us. Like this guy right here, he's running up behind us, and that's like the only way we can eat them because we can't really catch up. Like even if they run into us, things around us become slow, like they get slowness, but it wears off too quickly that it doesn't allow us to catch up to them. And I mentioned so many times already how slow this guy goes, but it makes it super hard to travel a far distance because with all the other shinies and exclusives, they go pretty fast and you can ride them for a long time. Like that's the whole point of them. You ride them for a long time so you can gain a bunch of distance, but this guy isn't really something you would ride for a long time. Just because of how slow he goes, we're gaining distance so slowly, so it makes it hard if we want to travel a super far distance. Anyway, let's try eating animals one more time and let's see if it gives us any speed boost. I don't think it does, but let's go and use it. There we go, a desert storm happens, animals around us are feared, and yeah, we just gained no speed boost. So I don't even know what the point of the desert storm is, because slowing animals isn't really doing much for us, and them being feared isn't doing anything for us either. So I think this guy's ability is just pretty much useless. But anyway, that is the Anubis pet and raised animals though. If I'm missing something, please let me know in the comment section below, because I mean, whenever I made a video on the Mosasaurus, I missed that speed stacks up and then we can make it go infinite speed. So maybe it's the same for this guy, but I don't even know because he just seems so bad. And I just took a look at his ability right here, and it says every 5 minutes he will produce 70 water droplets, which I don't really know too much of the point of that. I mean, there's the shop in the middle, but the only thing we can get from the shop is like the skeleton fence in him. So I guess he just produces us more currency so we can buy even more of him, or maybe the skeleton fence. But I think the fact that he gives us 70 water droplets every 5 minutes is kind of useless, because I'm pretty sure that's the only thing we can spend them on. But anyway, that's the new Anubis pet and raised animals though. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next video.